Over 3 billion toys are manufactured and sold each year, like this doll intended for the Finnish market. You'll never see it in a shop though. It hasn't been allowed onto the market as it contains 19% dangerous chemicals, way over the European limit of 0.1%. How are product safety checks carried out, especially when it comes to toys? And what rights do consumers have? We're off to Finland to find out.
We basically trust the manufacturers. I don't personally ask for every single product a certificate, but in general case that if I find that there is a faulty product, I immediately make a reclamation.
Finland is one of the countries in Europe that issues most warnings about unsafe toys. The list of recalled items, be it toys or any other kind of dangerous product, is updated weekly on the European Commission's Rapid Alert System, the so-called Rapex index. 60% of the toys produced and sold worldwide are purchased for Christmas. This year, Finnish authorities took 5 toys off the market ahead of the shopping rush.
We had, for example, this kind of piggy that has eyes that detach easily, and that also has phthalates, too much phthalates, 40%. The detaching eyes, they cause a suffocation hazard, and the phthalates are toxic for the reproduction systems.
This chemical, commonly used to soften plastics, was also found in too high dosages on these teddy bear clothes. This wooden car included small parts that presented a choking hazard, and this toy laser was found to emit dangerously high levels of radiation.
We have a good cooperation with the customs laboratory and the customs authorities, and that's how we create the system that dangerous toys can be found on the market.
The Safety Technology Authority's role is to remove dangerous products already on the market. The customs laboratory stops them ever reaching the shelves. Each year, between 600 and 800 toy samples are tested here. When a non-complying product is found, it is either sent back to the manufacturing country or destroyed.
We cannot test all imports, so we are taking some percent of the all import. But of course, we know where are the risks. This year we have been checking around 700 samples, and we reacted about 10% of these. And the main reasons has been chemical non-compliances and mechanical non-compliances.
But there are other reasons why a toy can be banned. Customers have the right to be correctly informed about what they buy. The first indication they should look for is CE marking, which states that the product meets EU safety, health and environmental requirements. Mislabeling is the third main reason why toys are taken off the shelves.
There is always a possibility to have counterfeit products or a misuse of the CE marking. But of course it's under the responsibility of surveillance authorities, but also shops which sell toys and manufacturer. So there are counter exceptions, but when you have the CE marking, it's a good indication that the product is safe regarding the EU legislation.
In the jungle of labels and pictograms, the 0 to 3 warning is one of the most important. It is mandatory on toys intended for children older than 3, but which could present a danger for younger children. The retailer is the first port of call for the consumer when something goes wrong.
There are sometimes products that are, for some reason they're not used the right way, or there is a problem with the product. And yes, we do make a reclamation to the people where I buy the products. And I think it's an important, because that's the way how also the manufacturers can learn that some products probably do not always apply to the standards.
A grey zone remains in the classification of products as toys. According to the EU Toy Safety Directive, the product doesn't have to be exclusively intended for playing purposes to be considered a toy. Some Christmas tree decorations we found in the toy shop were missing the CE marking, as did other objects intended for adult use, such as collector's items.
I understand that the CE marking is missing, but as it's not really for children to use, is the 0 to 3 mark still obligatory?
This looks like a toy.
Yeah.
Even though this product might be intended for adults, should have a warning warning.
Okay.
It can be one sentence warning people that it shouldn't be used by children.
Okay.
So what are your rights if you find the toy or any other product you bought is not really what you had expected? Going back to the shop or turning to the local market surveillance authority is one answer. According to the European Consumer Centre, it depends on the situation.
If the product is faulty, the consumer can return the product within a period of 2 years. If the consumer does not like the product he got, and if he purchased the product on the internet, then he has a cooling off period. It means a certain period of time, 7 days, at least 7 days, to withdraw from the contract. So does not have to give any reason, just withdraw, just send back the product and get his money back. If you buy a toy from a local shop, then you don't have any right to return it with this cooling. There is no cooling off period at all.
The teddy we purchased in Finland was a gift for someone in France. We decided to have it tested at a laboratory near Paris to be sure it was safe. Manufacturers are responsible for the safety of their products and can choose not to have the toy tested by a notified body.
This teddy bear was bought in Finland. What kind of tests would you carry out if, for example, an importer wanted to sell this item in France?
We could make a scenes test on this teddy bear to check that children can't access the padding inside and choke on it.
Our teddy bear passes the seams test without any problem, but a more brutal experiment awaits. The flammability test. If the flames progress too quickly, a child could be seriously injured if the teddy were to catch fire.
The flame spreads far slower than 30 millimeters per second, so the toy complies with flammability standards.
Good news for little Emily, who can safely give her new, approved friend the big bear hug it deserves after going through such an ordeal.